Hey guys, it's Dave again from Skullcraft Customs. I'm working on a series of pedal planes right now that are custom, and also working on a custom helicopter ceiling fan. That being said, I kind of needed some cool lighting that's realistic, bright, and kind of a DIY, pretty much plug and play with a little bit of DIY twist. What I have used in the past, and I really like this, is this system. It's actually made by Hobby King, and this is basically what you get. Okay, so the voltage range is going to be between, I think, 3 and 6 volts. I'm powering it up with one of these, which is a variable type thing, so that I can run AC. But typically it's designed to use a small power supply. Whoops, what did I do? I went and shut it off, sorry. Turn this off, turn it back on again. Sorry, I went and broke it while I was messing with it. So anyway, the gist of it is you get this little module that determines what kind of flash rate it has, and then you plug in whatever lights you want it to do. So in this case, I've got a red solid, a green solid, 2 flashing white strobes, landing lights. It comes with 2, and these are really bright. You'll be blinded if you look at them. And then it comes with another red and a white. So you've got 3 strobes, flashing, and solids, and all that. It has the power supply coming in. It's got a switched channel. If you're using it in remote control, that would be used for the landing. So when the landing gear comes out, the landing lights would come on. In my case, I'm not going to do that. And then it has a full system power on or off, if you want it to be used or not. Now, one of the problems you're going to have is if you're using it in a pedal plane, you're going to have to create a battery supply. So I don't have one on me. I have to order it. But basically, they're these little cubes. You can get them online for $3, $2. And it has, I think, 4 AA's. And that's enough to power this system up. So what you would do is you do 4 AA's in the battery pack, stuffed under the dash, plugged into this. And the best bet is to put some kind of plug on it, because when you go to change batteries out, you're going to want to disconnect that and not reach all and have to tear everything apart. So the battery pack will be Velcroed up under the dash with a plug like this. If the batteries run out, you just simply pull off the Velcro, slap in some more batteries. You don't have to disassemble a bunch of stuff. You could do those rechargeable if you wanted, that kind of stuff. If you have other voltages on board, like in some cases I'll do a 24 volt electric-based pedal plane, then I'm going to have to do a step down. In the RC world, there's all kinds of little devices like that, little chipsets you can get that will drop the voltage for you, so that's the quickest, easiest way. In our case, the landing gear lights isn't going to be switched. If you need to have this switched, you're going to have either a remote control or some sort of servo driver. So if you do a servo driver, the cheapest alternative to buying a remote control, which you don't need for this pedal plane, is to buy it's basically, it's a little blue device. They're about this big, and they have a knob. And what it does is it converts DC, the batteries that you're going to have, it's going to convert that into a pulse width modulation signal so that these servo type devices here can understand what's going on. You'll see there's 3 wires. So you got positive, negative, and then you got the control wire. That's telling me that I can't just throw a switch on there. It's not going to work. Okay, so you have to buy one of those, probably $3. I'd buy it from the same place that Hobby King has. It's a servo controller, and we use them in RC for testing servos to see what kind of throw it's going to have. We'll put it on there so that we don't have to hook it all up to an airplane to figure things out. So anyway, I think I paid roughly 15, 16, 20 bucks max for this. it's kind of nice because all of these are just 2-wire setups. So what I do is I buy a ton of this servo wire and I'll run it through to where I need it to go. Let's see if my shop is open. Dog's out here having a good time. See my helicopter ceiling fan I'm working on, lighting for that. So this is my current project that I'm kind of roughing up. This is the first one, so you know I'm learning. What I'm doing here is I have the wires pre-ran through the wings coming up through here, and then under the dash there'll be a switch in the dashboard for the lighting and anything else I want to do. And then I've got another batch of lighting that comes out the rear for the strobes and the red and the green and all that kind of stuff. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make this tip here out of a combination of fiberglass and wood, and then I'm going to tip the wing down, fill up a whole section. I'm going to put the lighting in, fill that up with epoxy, and then when it cures I'm going to sand it to fit. So I think the lights that are going on the tips don't draw a lot, and they're probably not going to get too hot and run long enough to be worried about it. So anyway, the goal is make this rounded and look all fancy. My landing light is going to go in here. The kit actually comes with 2, but I'm only going to use 1. If I were to use the 2, I'd probably go ahead and mount them on the wings or something. Anyway, hope that helps you guys so you don't have to go through the hassles of hunting it down. Again, Hobby King online, super cheap place to get this kind of stuff. I actually got mine within maybe a week. Not too bad. They have a USA and a Chinese site you can go to. Pick the USA one. Hope that helps you guys, and we'll see you on the next project.